Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing the unsuspension of the Rolling 10 project pan that I had going. So give you a little recap. I stopped bringing in products back in April and then I stopped updating in May. And the reason being, I just wasn't really wanting to force myself to wear makeup for projects and I just needed a break. Yeah, I was wearing makeup a lot differently at that point. Like I started scaling back in some areas, but then I don't know, I did my inventory recently, and while I'm really happy with my numbers in most cases, like my blush one wasn't doing so hot, and there are some products that I was like low-key panning anyway, so I was like, why don't we just get back into formally doing this again? So, and I just kind of missed it. I was watching everybody's updates and I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to dive back in. So yeah, let's start. Let's talk. Okay, so first product is the Essence. So this one I rolled out, I want to say back in April, and my goal was to use it up to here in April, and I've been using it consistently and I got down to here. So I rolled it out at this point and then kept using it and got down to here, and now I just want to finish the whole thing off. I decided because I did buy some lip oils off Amazon recently, and that came like a set of 3, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to start moving out some lip gloss and other things, and this one has such little in it left. Really pretty. A little frostier than I would prefer. I wanted that when I bought this, but then now I'm like, it's not really my thing to be as frosty, but it's a good gloss, especially for the price point. Like, it's pretty decent. I wouldn't hesitate to get these glosses again, but yeah, we're going to try to finish this one off. That's number 1. Number 2, we have the NYX Butter Gloss. This one is in the shade Angel Food Cake, and this is what it looks like. And here's a swatch. It is like a blue-based pink. So it definitely is a tad brighter than a neutral. So it can make this a little bit tricky to try to wear sometimes. I'm wearing it today. It doesn't look that bright or off-putting at all, but like it depends on the makeup look. But there was already windowing in it, and that was huge progress already, considering that these can take a long time to use up. I did finish a butter gloss maybe last year, I think it was, and it was fine. Like, I think it was like tiramisu actually. So I do know these do take a while to finish, even though you can see windowing. I did take the stopper out and everything, but yeah, I think it's just time, and I think it's a good formula, and I don't think I'm gonna have a too hard of a time, even though the color can be a little bit challenging depending on, you know, what kind of look you're doing. That's why I always kind of hesitated to use it, but now I'm kind of like, let's just go for it. And if we have to mix it with other colors, fine. But, you know, I've quite been enjoying it as it is. So we'll see. These are kind of rollovers, if you will, from April, May. Like, so I probably should have started with these two. But anyway, the Makeup Academy shade 205, which I rehomed into this container. Since May, I used this 19 times. So the inside there, that little circle, the pan, if you will, is expanding a little bit. So the goal is to finish this. This one's a little bit tricky. I just don't really want to reach for it that much. Like, it is a neutral, you know, nude shadow. It's a little too brown for me, but I do mix it with other colors. So there's that. I just have to like make myself use it, which that doesn't sound too ideal for like trying to pan something. So I don't know. I kind of go back and forth about it, but it is, again, the only color that I have of its type. And yeah, usually I do mix this with other things. So I'm still on the mission to try to finish this. I did use it, so it's not like it just sat there, but it's not one of the ones that I'm like excited to put on, you know, but whatever. I don't feel like there's so much in here that I can't finish it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, but whatever. We're on the mission to still finish it. Also, since the last update in May, I have been trying to finish this Morphe Micro Brow Pencil, and it is not finished yet. I used this 15 times since May, and I have gotten like the product to go down a little bit. Literally not much of it left. The only thing is it's a little too dark to wear some days. I'm wearing it today, but I don't really do my brows much this summer. So that's the only thing, but I feel like I can suck it up and use it and finish it. So I will do that. So this is still in the project for a little bit more. Maybe it'll be done in a month. That would be great, but I also have to be like good about using it. So we'll see. So now back to the other products that I'm rolling in. So I have a blush situation where I have 16 blushes right now. I don't want to have 16 blushes. and I didn't really want to declutter any of them when I did the inventory, but it did trigger me to kind of want to start getting on top of using them at the very least. I'm kind of surprised, but I think I am going to try to finish Party by Tarte. This one you probably recognize because so many people got it for free, I think from Sephora one year for like a birthday gift. And there already is pan in there, so it does have that going for it. It is a smaller size. While I know that blushes take forever, it doesn't matter if it's like a travel size, you hit pan, whatever. I think this has the best chance right now of getting finished compared to all of my other blushes because of the size, and I already hit pan in it. And it is neutral enough that I can wear it, you know, throughout the year. So I don't have to, like, you know, it's not very seasonal to me. So I feel like this would probably be the best candidate. So we're going to try to finish this one. Yeah, I'm a little scared, but I'm also not that scared. Again, compared to other blushes that I have, I think it'll be fine. So yeah, we're going to try to finish a blush. But we're not done with the blushes, you guys. Now this one, if you have been following my projects, you will remember this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Strike Oppose Rose. Here's the deal. I'm going to use this 10 times just to see if it's something I want to keep or pan eventually. I typically just focus on the top two more so than the whole thing. Like these two get hard pan and I don't even think you really see these too much. And sometimes I might swirl my brush around the whole thing just to kind of offset like how pigmented these two can be together. Don't know if that actually does anything, but it makes me feel better. It feels like I'm diluting the color a little bit. So I don't know, but these two I don't really like. If I finish these two, great. I wouldn't try to finish these two or hit pan on the bottom two at all. But I'm going to use it 10 times and see how I feel about it. And I don't know, it could lead me to declutter it. It could lead me to want to pan it at some point. I don't know. But like if I end up not hating it or liking it enough, I might try to use these two in tandem with this. I don't want to try to work on two blushes to pan, but I might have this like lurking in the side to eventually pan after I finish Party. So that, I don't know, that could be 3 years from now. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to try to work on this one at least 10 times to start with and then go from there and see what happens. The next blush is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. So thank you, Iris, for suggesting this one because it does have a lot of usage in it already. And this is one I want to pan by the end of 2025, which I know that's like a long time from now, but I do want to get this blush out at some point, even though it's such a good blush. And I think that was what was making me hesitate with like pulling it in to finish, because I only have 2 cream blushes and I love this one so much. I like kind of don't want to finish it, but I also feel like because it's cream, you know, we don't want these things hanging out for too long, even though it's already old. Like I don't want to have it not get used either. So yeah, we're gonna use this right now 15 times, so at least it's getting the usage. And I did pull this in actually back in June to use like as a shop my stash type of product, so I am using it, but the long-term goal is to start to use it now. I don't usually use this like come October. I kind of pull it out like spring, summer, but I do think I want to eventually pan this next year, so we'll see. But 15 uses now to start, just to kind of keep it getting used. Medium peach color, it's really pretty, love it, and it deserves usage and it deserves to get finished up at some point too. So there's that. All right. You might remember this too from maybe last year, was it? The Avon black eyeliner. Look how tiny it is now. It's so cute and small. I'm going to try to finish this completely since it's already almost there. So I figured I just need to get on it and just use it up. It's a very creamy formula, and this always kind of went down a little bit quicker than my other eyeliners because of that. So yeah, and I honestly don't know how much product is in here. Like I know it's this big, but sometimes there's like, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't know how long I can sharpen it for because it's so tiny. So whatever comes first, whether I actually finish it first or I just can't sharpen it anymore, like we're going to try to finish it somehow, one of those ways. So this will be in the project to finish. It's just like a basic black creamy eyeliner. It can kind of transfer a little bit and smudge and all that because of the formula, or maybe because it's old, or both. So sometimes it does, well, I don't even know if this is from the black liner already, but yeah, see? Or that could be from the bottom liner that I use. I use 2 different liners today, so I don't really know, but it does do that. So I think it's just time for it to be used up and gone. And I really don't think that will take too long. I know that sounds like famous last words, but I really don't. Like, it's already so small and it sharpens pretty easily. So that will be in to finish. We have 2 more products left, guys. Okay, so I have the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is from a different palette that I got, like one of those holiday Too Faced palettes, and I like the bronzer, so I kept that. And everything else I decluttered. For me, it's kind of more neutral. It doesn't have a lot of like orangey undertones, so I do like it. I'm not sure how it's gonna look on my skin tone in the summer because I usually like to stick with Hoola because that has a little bit more, I guess, stronger pigmentation in my mind. But I want to give this more love. So right now I'm gonna put this in for 10 uses just to see if it even like plays well with my skin tone this time of year. I think it'll be fine. I eventually think I want to hit pan on this, but that's like all of my bronzers anyway. So we'll start with 10 on this and then go from there and see if I want to do anything more with it right now or put it away. I don't know. So we'll do 10. And yeah, it's a decent bronzer. I mean, I always liked it. I think it's just a nice neutral shade, which I just swatched it down here. So that's pretty good. I like neutral bronzers in addition to just like more warmer toned ones, just to have that variety. And my skin tone's kind of neutral too, so it works. So we'll see how that goes. And then last but not least, we have the Ulta Gold Coast eye crayon. This you've probably also seen too in my videos. So I had 3 of these Ulta crayons and I really enjoyed them. I already ended up decluttering one of them, so it just didn't work out anymore. The formula was getting like kind of chunky and like hard to smooth out on my lids. And this is starting to kind of get there too, even though I do really like it. Well, here it's smooth, but really it's just like a champagne-y gold color that is very wearable. It's like not too light, a pearly finish, and it's just a really nice everyday shadow. I want to use this only 5 times because I haven't really been wearing like tons of shadow these summer days, and I just don't know if I'm going to want to wear it more than that. I had pulled this into a Shop My Stash recently and I really liked it. So I want to play around with the formula, see if this might need to get decluttered, if it's just not working out. But I feel like it kind of was 50-50 when I was using it earlier this month. Like some days it went on really smoothly and it was fine, and other days it was starting to get a little weird. So 5 times on this and we'll see where we are, because it is a beautiful color. Like, I really love those crayons, but they are a cream, and you know, they're a bit older now, like most things in my collection, and I just want to like see what's going on with it. So we're in full swing and I have my goals laid out in front of me and I'm excited about it. Like, I know that my makeup usage is a little wonky here and there, but that's just how it's always going to be. And I just want to have this structure in place no matter what, just so that I don't really neglect my makeup too much. I think I'm pretty good about rotating it, but I also feel like this will also hold me a little bit more accountable towards using my things a little bit more, especially my blush category, and like make sure I'm like seeing progress in that area. We need to figure things out there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm super glad that I'm able to kind of like do this again and get back into it. So wish me luck, especially with the blushes, but I think it'll be a good thing. I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.